Hello and welcome everybody to another Powered Cube Draft video. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at rank number 8. That's right, we went a clean 7-1. I guess that's not clean because I had a loss. But anyways, we went 7-1, had a nice start, and yeah, my plan is to continue climbing here. We are on the cusp of hitting rank 1, so hopefully we can cube our way to rank 1. Now, before we hop into this cube, I just want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Head on over to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, including Final Fantasy, Edge of Eternities, or Spider-Man, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, Pioneer, or Commander decks, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, head on over to HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are the place to go to for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all that utilize magnetic technology so everything snaps into place. Check out HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. All right, here we go. Here we go. Power. We didn't open power last time, and there we go. Yep. Look, the last draft, we had no pieces of power. We still went 7-1. It's a lot easier when you open power, and we have a Soul Ring in this pack. Other good cards of note in this pack, we have Karakas, which is an excellent land. Inti is really solid aggressive creature. Malevolent Rumble is a solid card as well, along with Concealing Curtains and Time Spiral for all of you combo enjoyers. But for me, I'm going to take a Soul Ring here. Not much to think about, and we'll move on. Now, I'm hoping that the person passing to me opened 2 pieces of power, and we still get something. So, like, maybe they take a Mox and we get a Mana Crypt. Or maybe they take a Mana Crypt and we get a Mox. We can dream, right? We can dream. And the thing with Soul Ring is, like, you can just put this in any deck and it's going to be fine. Like, it just doesn't matter. This card is obscenely powerful. All right, well, we got a Mox, but it's a Mox Diamond, so that's not quite on the same level here. This is actually kind of an underwhelming pack. No fetch lands. There's a Mox Diamond, but the thing is, if you have Soul Ring, Mox Diamond is a little bit worse in Soul Ring type decks because you usually replace a land with the Soul Ring, and then all of a sudden with the Mox Diamond, I mean, you're just gonna have, you know, this can lead to like a very, very explosive deck for sure. But what do I take here? I mean, there's Animate Dead. I'm not a huge fan of the Reanimator deck, but this is a powerful card, so I can certainly just take it here. I just, you know, the other considerations are like Pest Infestation, right? That can also be okay depending on the matchup. So I think it's between Animate Dead, Pest Infestation, and a Mox Diamond. What do I want to take? You know, I'm going to just take Animate Dead. Look, you don't have to be a dedicated Reanimator deck to make this card be good, but I think this card is just fine in most decks. And, like, if you just kill something and get it back, that also works. Also, if you play against a Reanimator deck, this also works. Thoughtseize is premium. Gonna take it, especially after taking this Animate Dead. Very, very good card. The other consideration in this pack would be probably Windswept Heath. Fetch lines are obviously great. Watery Grave is also really good just because, you know, blue is just one of the better colors. But yeah, I'm going to take Thoughtseize here and see where this goes. But certainly happy enough with this card. We have 2 premium cards here in Soul Ring and Thoughtseize. And, you know, Animate Dead's obviously not a bad card. So we'll see where this goes. Pack 1, pick 4. We've got some interesting options. We got Flage, which is a generically powerful card. In Mardu, maybe less so, right? We have Currency Converter and Miscalculation. Those are the cards that I'm really considering here. Miscalc is obviously just always going to be a solid card. Currency Converter is nice because we already have a Soul Ring. This gives us inroads into maybe being some kind of artifact deck, of course. Also, it's a loot effect, which works with the Animate Dead that we have. So it's actually kind of close here. Do I take Currency Converter and give us outs to drafting like an artifact deck, and we have the Animate Dead here, or do we take the Miscalc? There's also, of course, the Flage. All right, let's take the Currency Converter here. Normally, I would take the Miscalc. Normally, I would. But, you know, maybe this is a Reanimator start. There's Bitter Triumph, which is a solid removal spell. Again, a really nice enabler for the various reanimation strategies, but also just a fine card to play in general. So I think that's probably just what I'm going to take. Nothing else here really looks all that exciting, honestly. So let's take the Bitter Triumph. Now we just need the payoffs, right? we have 2 ways to kind of discard, right? Both of which are, the nice thing about both of these cards are they're basically like these cards are both fine on their own, right? And they also help enable, they also give you the ability to discard something big to be able to reanimate with this Animate Dead. All right, pack 1, pick 6. What do we have? There's a Wooded Foothills, there's an Urza's Bauble, and a bunch of like aggressive cards here. There's an Adeline. Doesn't look like a good Adeline deck. I do like Corey Steelcutter. I mean, that would just be like a generically powerful card to play here, but it doesn't particularly go well with anything that I have. There's Grave Titan, which is on the weaker end of like top end win conditions. Urza's Bauble is fine, but I think I'm just going to take Wooded Foothills. Reanimator decks often are use Rakdos shells, and fetch lands are always just very, very strong. So as long as I can find a good land to fetch with the Wooded Foothills, I'll be pretty happy with this, and it's just very flexible. But Corey Steelcutter would be solid here as just, if I end up drafting a more fair deck where I just want to curve out, I have a bunch of cheap spells here already. Once again, I will say blue looks like a color that is not available to us. We are not seeing a whole lot of blue here. There's a Stoneforge Mystic, but I have nothing to get with that. There is a Grista Hungertide and a Noble Hierarch. There's an Enduring Curiosity. Once Upon a Time is also pretty strong if I'm going to be a green base, although right now I'm not like a heavy creature deck. So for me, I'm looking at like Noble Hierarch or Grist as options. The thing is, I think I like Grist a little bit more because this is more splashable, whereas Noble Hierarch is better if you're looking to like use this as a base green deck. But yeah, nothing in this pack is particularly strong. Grist has the most upside, and I have a green fetch, so I'll take it here. But I think that was an interesting pack because you could go a lot of different directions with what we saw out of that pack. All right, pack 1, pick 8. Well, we could end up in some kind of Golgari natural order deck because there's a Creeping Tar Pit, there's a Cryptic Command, but blue doesn't seem super duper open. I don't really love the Ouroboros. Here, now that I took the natural order, perhaps the Noble Hierarch would have been a better pickup, but I think this has the most upside, so I'll take natural order here to see if maybe we end up drafting some kind of like Golgari deck that's looking to like go big. This is an interesting pack. There's actually a lot of cards I like. Concealing Curtains is okay, but I like Asika's Chariot and I like Malevolent Rumble. They're both really good, but I'm actually going to take Malevolent Rumble here because I have the Animate Dead. And, this is just a nice way to search for what you need, but also fill up your graveyard. Oh, Pest Infestation Table. All right. Green definitely does seem pretty open here. So pretty happy with that. And let's see where this goes. Ooh, another green fetch. Okay. We are... All right, green black land. I guess we're Golgari gamers here. Hey, look. You just draft what the packs provide for you, right? So... let's go ahead and do this. I'm still trying to figure out a good way to sort this. Right now, I typically do like spells and creatures. But let's see where this goes. Dreams of Steel and Oil. Questing Druid. They're both not great. I'm going to take Oust. Like, it's an interactive spell at least, right? I mean, and Adeline with 2 cards left. Like, is there a world where we can pivot to a white deck? I don't know. And Once Upon a Time tabled. So that is great. That is great. Now, we don't have a bunch of creatures, but we are set up super nicely for some kind of weird Golgari Natural Order Reanimator deck. So I think that's the direction that I'm looking at here, based on the cards that we're tabling here. So I don't think I need to take Survival of the Fittest. That's certainly going to table. Verdant Catacomb seems like an easy pickup here. Teferi is fine. Zerun Orb can do cool things in land-based decks, but, I mean, this is just an on-color fetch. If we can pick up a Overgrown Tomb, that would be really nice, but I fully expect to get some mana creatures here based on what we've seen here so far. Right now, our mana is looking fantabulous. All right, pack 2, pick 2. There is a mana drain, but I certainly don't want to take that. That just messes up our mana a little bit too much. Very, very good card. 6 is okay, Pyrogoyf is okay, Fire Covenant is okay, and so is the Psychic Frog. There is an Underground Mortuary, but I do think I should take one of these creatures. I don't think I want to take the 6. I don't think I need the Fire Covenant. I kind of just want to take Psychic Frog and try to find a fixing for it. This card is just excellent. There's also a Duress, which is pretty good. But right now, I'm looking for just good threats. And I'm a sucker for the Psychic Frog. There's also Pyrogoyf, but this is also a discard outlet. So yeah, let's just take the Psychic Frog and try to make the mana work on the splash. All right, pack 2, pick 3. There's a Deep Cavern Vat. Not the most exciting card. There's also Necromancy, which can be pretty interesting. It's just a good reanimation spell. Collective Brutality is a good way to discard cards and get some interaction. So right now, though, I'm kind of looking... There's also a Tali, but I don't think I'm too concerned about finding the big things just yet. There's so many of them. The question here for me is, do I want Deep Cavern Bat or Necromancy? I like the Bat a lot. But you know what? I'm going to take Necromancy here. All right. Look, we are set up for this, right? We have 1, 2, 3 ways to discard and a Malevolent Rumble. I think I like the Bat a lot, but I think Necromancy is what I want to do here, and we're going to be on the lookout for some big creatures to reanimate. All right, pack 2, pick 4. There's a Smuggler's Copter, but I don't think I want to take it when my creature count is this low. There's a Malcolm, which is a nice way to loot, but of course my mana is going to have to work. I mean, look, I can still just be straight Sultai, right? I can still just be straight Sultai, and this is an excellent way to put pressure on my opponent and also loot and get stuff into my graveyard. So I think I'm going to take that over. Although Breeding Pool, actually, Breeding Pool looks so good here. I have 3 green fetches. Scalding Tarn is good, but this gives me literally 4 blue sources and gives me the free Psychic Frog splash. I'm actually going to take the Breeding Pool there. It just makes my mana so good. All right, there's a Minskin Boo. I'm going to take Minskin Boo. And now we're going to look for red fixing as well, because Minskin Boo is obviously insane. So let's go ahead and take that. There is a Misty Rainforest, which seems amazing here. Right now we can play Run Red Source, but we're not really missing out on too much. Like Barrogoyf is good, but I just think another fetch land is going to be really, really strong here. Reprieve also. This is not an art that I'm used to seeing, but obviously Reprieve is also good. But let's take Misty Rainforest here and just give... I mean, our mana is so darn strong here. This is rock solid mana fixing. We have literally 4 fetch lands in a Breeding Pool. Now there's a Zagoth Triome and a Scavenging Ooze. There's also Thirst for Discovery, but I generally don't like this card just because, like, I'm just not going to have enough basic lands a lot of the time here. So let's take Zagoth Triome. Now, all of our fetch lands gives us blue, green, and black mana. So now our mana is 100% perfect. And then we can move on. Pack 2, pick 8. There's a Talisman of Indulgence, Keen-Eye Curator. I guess I'll take Bronco. Our curve isn't super high just yet, and it's just like a solid creature to play. I do like Elspeth Stormslayer as a top-end card, but it's on the double splash. So let's take the Bronco here. All right, pack 2, pick 9. Really weird pack, by the way. Like, I have nothing to Natural Order. Somehow, like, green is now being totally cut off here. There is a Raugreen Triome and an Indatha Triome. There's also Pillage the Bog, which can be fine. I guess I'll take Pillage the Bog just to help us find... again, if we're trying to do, like, broken things, this helps us, so we'll take that as an option. Here, ooh, Pyrogoyf versus Fire Covenant. I think I like Pyrogoyf a little bit more, so let's take that here. Just a really good creature to play. And hopefully we can find some red mana fixing here. Really weird draft. Green felt super open, and then we didn't see a single great green card in pack number 2 other than the Minskin Boo. Here we have Badlands. I mean, that seems like a pretty good pickup here. We can fetch it with at least 2 of our lands and gives us another red source to get with them. So that's great. Elegy Acolyte's very mediocre, in my opinion. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I mean, we're getting every single fetch land. Now, right now, Arid Mesa gets us a Badlands and nothing else. So we have to be mindful of that, but I'm still taking it here. I guess 6 would... Oh, the 6 didn't table. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we might potentially have to pivot into just some kind of like 5-color value domain deck. That is certainly on the table here. So we'll keep that in mind as we go through these packs. Commercial District is a pretty easy pickup here. Gives us the red land to search for. So now the Arid Mesa gets us both Badlands and Commercial District. So I think this was a very nice pickup here for us. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 10 non-basics. That is wild. This is 14 playables. Like right now, Once Upon a Time doesn't even look particularly strong. We have literally 3 creatures. Not ideal. Copperline Gorge. I guess I can play that as well. Goblin Rabble. You know, I mean, like, the way that the deck's shaping up now, I mean, certainly we can just play the Goblin Rabble Master, right? Well, I don't know why this is in here, other than the fact that Luis was the person that they had in mind to make those cube videos. But yeah, this card's not particularly strong, I don't think. Comet's really strong. We have a Soul Ring. Do we have the mana fixing for Comet? Just like, there's a Vaultborn Tyrant if I wanted to do the Reanimator thing. I just don't think I should take it this early, and Comet is obviously very, very strong. We have an Arid Mesa, and we can play a Plains. That's 2 white sources. We have a bunch of fetches, though. I mean, it's just like by far the best card, right? All right. I mean, I'm just gonna continue taking what I feel like. Comet can be a potentially busted card, so I'm just gonna take all the busted cards and just figure it out. That is my plan right now. Because I just don't think like going Reanimator is what I want to do. I'm just gonna take good, cheap, efficient cards and try to put together a good, solid deck from that. Here, Swords to Plowshares is premium. I'm actually lacking interaction here as well, so let's go ahead and take that. Hope we can get our mana to work, because now we're looking to play Comet and Swords to Plowshares. Look, with all these fetches, the world is our oyster, right? Like, if I can just pick up, like, a green-white land, like, I kind of wish I took the other Triome that we saw in Pack 1. I think that was a mistake. I think I took a Pillage the Bog, and that could come back to hurt me. Cameo's really strong. The question is, can I play this on turn 1? There's also Solitude, but I don't think I have enough white cards to be able to play the Solitude. Unburial Rites is a little too weak. I don't have enough red cards for the Fury. So Fury and Solitude being good. I mean, they're both good, but I think I just take the Tameo. This card's busted, and I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue sources turn 1. Yeah, look. Right now, my plan is play busted cards and hope my mana works. Okay? That's the plan. Tolarian Academy. A little bit late for that one. A little bit late for that one. What do we take here? Don't really care for River Pyre Bridge. There's a Lush Portico. I think I might need to take this one. There's a Torsten, which can be fine. But I do need a white land to fetch for, especially with all these green lands. So me taking the Lush Portico all of a sudden turns all these fetch lands into white sources. And so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white sources in my deck by taking the Portico. I just think it's too important. There's a bunch of fine playable cards in here, but let's take the Lush Portico here. Here, Pack 3, Pick 5, there's a removal spell, there's Nova Hellkite. There is a Savai Triome, which is very, very tempting. Although I do have... this is where, like, me not playing this format enough makes this kind of tricky. But there's a Savai Triome, but there's also a Scrub land. What lands get us Scrub land? 1, 2... We have 3 lands that get us Scrub land. Like, an untapped tool just seems so much better. And I think I have enough red sources. 1, 2, 3, 4. This gets a red source, right? 5, 6, 7, 8 red sources. Yeah, let's take Scrubland here. All right, Pack 3, Pick 6. I think this is a good pack to take a playable card. Although there is a Steam Vents. Steam Vents is quite good, but so is Remand. But what about for Steam Vents? We have 1, 2, 3. How many blue sources do we have? Maybe we take the Steam Vents. It's either that or Remand. I'm going to take Remand. I think I just need good playables right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 16 playables here. We're not a natural order deck. All right, Pack 3, Pick 7. What do I want here? There's a Fallen Shinobi. I don't think I have enough creatures for that. There's Parallax Wave, but that's a little bit too hard to cast along with this Mana Tithe. We do have a Soul Ring. Is this a Mind Twist deck? I don't love Mind Twist, but I think it's a fine card to play. And we just, like I said before, we kind of just want playables here. There's a Bone Shards in this pack. There's a Valki, Harvester of Misery. There's a Botanical Sanctum, which is not bad here because I want more turn 1 blue sources. All right, I'll take a Botanical Sanctum, I guess. All right, this certainly does not feel like a deck that's going to have enough sources for days. I can take Mishra's Bauble or a Flame Slash, and I think this is a deck that needs Flame Slash, so let's take it here. Like I have Swords, Flame Slash, and Bitter Triumph as a removal. Here, there's an Unholy Heat versus a Reckoner Bankbuster. There's also Containment Priest. I don't think I care to splash that. This is a little hard to cast. It might just be the Bankbuster. Alright, let's just take Unholy Heat. Alright, Thundering Falls versus Fury. We might have enough red sources here now for the Fury, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm just going to take the Fury here. Here we have Lightning Helix versus Riverpire Verge. And a Chrome Host Seed Shark. I might just take the Seed Shark. Has another just random way to win the game. There's Nova Hellkite, which can be fine. Monstrous Rage is certainly not going to make my deck. And there is a Parallax Wave, which I don't think I'm going to have enough white sources here. So we kind of went off the deep end with this one, I will say. Like, look at how many lands we have. This is nuts. We have 5 fetch lands. These are all the fetchable lands. And this is the rest of our basics. And then we need to figure out what to cut here. I mean, immediately I'm thinking I'm just not going to have enough white sources. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white sources. So I feel like Parallax Wave is probably going to not be good enough here. All right, this does not feel like a Pillage the Bog deck. I think I can cut Necromancy. I think I'm going to play Animate Dead just because I think it's a good card. We have a lot of removal. Like I said, I think Parallax Wave is a little too hard to cast. So those are some of the cuts. I don't love Nova Hellkite, so I think that can go. This, like, puts pressure on my opponent, but it's not, like, a particularly strong card. We're on, what, 7 creatures? And then we also have... Oh, this doesn't count as a creature? This is a creature. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then these 2, and the Pest Infestation. So certainly plenty of ways to win the game. Currency Converter, I'm not sure about right now, just because we're kind of abandoning the reanimation angle here. I think Once Upon a Time can be cut when my creature count is pretty low. So let's cut that. I'm wondering if I should cut Malevolent Rumble as well. I'm just not doing a whole lot of the reanimation stuff, so taking a turn off to just cast this doesn't seem very strong. So maybe we cut that as well. Now we're on 39 cards, though. What else is in our sideboard? I mean, look, all of these cards are totally fine to play. And, like I said, I don't exactly know my mana situation. Perhaps Parallax Wave is just a good enough card to play in this deck. So, looking at this setup right now gives us 9 red, 9 black, 8 blue, 7 white, and 11 green, and I'm not playing any forests. Okay? So, I think that's pretty good, right? Just like without having to add any more basics, this is 16 lands. And green is basically free, so I don't need to add any more forests. White is also basically free. I have 3 white cards and 7 white sources, which also seems pretty nice. And you don't need to use these cards necessarily right away. And then for the blue, I added 1 more to bring it up to 8 blue sources to play Tamiyo turn 1. And honestly, I just don't think I need any more lands. So given that with 7 creatures and Grist also counts as a creature, so that's 8. I will play the Once Upon a Time. Hopefully, I can cast it for free. And that also, and then again, I have Soul Ring as well as another form of mana. So I think 16 lands with a Once Upon a Time and a Soul Ring makes sense. And then now we just have to figure out what our very last card's going to be. And I think it's really between Malevolent Rumble and Nova Hellkite. I guess I'll just play it. I just don't think Nova Hellkite's particularly good. So I'll just play the Malevolent Rumble. Again, I have 11 green sources, so this should be pretty easy to pull off. This is a wild deck. I never would have imagined, like, I'm somehow playing 5-color, like, I'm playing a 5-color deck with literally 0 5-color payoffs, but sometimes you get all the mana fixing, and you don't get all the combo stuff, and this is what you're left with. Let's see if we can get this done. I really have no idea. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I do have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out to all the patrons. Really do appreciate your support. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join an awesome community of folks also looking to up their limited game. I do monthly videos there and also streams. Check it out. All right, let's see how this goes. I will keep this, of course. We have Soul Ring. This is actually really interesting because I have this Misty Rainforest, which can get me a Zagoth Triome, which does allow me to play a Psychic Frog. And I think that's what I want to do. Is there a black land I can get with it? You know what? I'm just going to fetch now so I don't have to think. Because maybe I can play a Soul Ring and get a black source? No. Alright, I guess I just have to get Zagoth Triome. Now, if I get Strip Mine here, I'll feel very, very, very dumb. But that was me just not... that was me being impatient. But obviously the upside of a turn 2 Psychic Frog is just so high that I just wanted to lead with that. And then next turn, like, yeah, we have all kinds of action here. We can go Soul Ring, Chrome Host, Seed Shark, and Currency Converter. And Currency Converter plus Psychic Frog is also a very, very nice combo. Hymn to Turok. Well, I guess there's not too much I can do to that. No, they got the Converter and the land? Damn, okay. Well, let's hit them. We did not find a land. We can Mind Twist them, but I'm going to go Soul Ring into Chrome Host Seed Shark. And can go about our day. Can't cast Oust or Flame Slash. Ouch. If I had an untapped black source to get with the Misty Rainforest, that would have changed things, of course. But hey, look, our board is still pretty good, and I can still Mind Twist them for 3. It's a Talisman of Progress from the opponent, and a Deep Cavern Bat. Oof! Okay. Remember when I could have taken Deep Cavern Bat over Necromancy? Wish I had the Deep Cavern Bat. So, I mean, this is why, like, trying to go for the combo deck sometimes does not go in your favor. Now, this is interesting. Like, I have really good mana fixing, so I can find something to do. They should take the Mind Twist, though. Like, they will straight up lose to this Mind Twist. I am deeply surprised that they did that. I wonder if they have, like, a Daze or something. Alright, we drew a Wooded Foothills. Yeah, this is actually super interesting. Do I want to play around Daze and just Mind Twist them for 3? I kind of do. Oh, Mana Drain and Baleful Strix. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was kind of close. Like, I feel like a Mind Twist for 3 is equally devastating while allowing me to play around a very commonly played counterspell that we saw in the draft that we did. There's a non-zero chance that my opponent was in that draft as well, so let's go with that, and we are 1-0. All right. All right, let us keep this going. Opponent on the play. Hey, we have all of our colors. I have some interaction and a Comet, so hopefully that's good enough here. Ooh, we just drew a Soul Ring. Holy cow. All right, let's go Badlands Soul Ring. That's a turn 2 Comet, potentially. Do I have an untapped white source to get? I don't know that I... Do I have a Plains in my deck? Golly. I have a Lush Portico. Oh, we'll find out, I suppose. It's a Lotus Cobra, okay. I mean, there was no other way to do it, so... Let me think. Oh, I have a Badlands. Yeah. Okay. Or not a Badlands, Scrublands. So I think I should just do that, right? This is just so good to just get out and play as soon as possible. That was very underwhelming. That was the worst option. I got a... What the heck? I just got a Windswept Teeth back? Come on now. Alright, it's okay, it's okay. So, this is gonna take another hit. Which is unfortunate. And, yeah, okay, sure. I guess we'll Flame Slash... What does this do? Return target card... Okay, so let's Flame Slash this. Activate. 1. Alright, so we get some Squirrelies. Okay. Play this. Attack. And, alright. I mean, Comet is very, very strong, and that's why we took it here. Very good, of course, with Soul Ring as well. The Sika's Chariot is a very good card. Okay. I do have the Pest Infestation. I can do it for 2, which is quite good. I don't think I want to Bitter Triumph anything here. Let's Windswept Teeth. Let's see. Do I want Zagoth Triumph, or do I want to just get, like... I need blue and green mana. I do have a Mystery Rainforest. There's a breeding pool. Let's get a commercial district here. I think the value of Surveil lands are quite strong. That is a once upon a time. I think I'd rather be spending my mana elsewhere. Let's do that. There's the Zagoth Triumph. Okay. Well, let's activate the Comet. See what we hit. Come on, hit a 6. Okay, so my squirrels have haste. They have 4 cards in hand. Alright. Do I want to play this? Maybe not. I might need to cycle this. Yeah, let's play Mystery Rainforest. I just have so much mana right now. And I have all my colors. Natural Order, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Woodfall Primus would be bad. Yep. Alright. Oh, Tamiyo's good. There's Oust, which means they're not going to be able to cast this. That's certainly better than Bitter Triumph, right? So let's go ahead and oust this. Let's attack. Let's gain a life. Let's cycle with this. Oh my gosh, I drew Grist. I don't actually know what's better. They're at 12. I'm going to go Tamiyo. I'm going to go Tamiyo just because this draws me cards, and protecting this to be able to kill what they play seems quite strong. My board is pretty good, though. I just have like a million dudes in play. Screaming Nemesis does basically nothing. That is a hardcast Mosswood Dread Knight. Sure. Let's kill the Screaming Nemesis. Alright, and we drew Restless Cottage, which is actually not irrelevant. Okay. How aggressive do I want to get? Alright, Grist is on 3. Actually, I should just take this up. This is on 4. There's this. I mean, I can also just, like, attack with a million things. I would lose 2 creatures in the process, though. So I'm wondering if I should just hold back for now. I think I will. Let's crack this. See if we can find something relevant. It's a Chrome Sea Shark. That is relevant. And now we just have plenty of blockers, and we still have a Grist in play, and Tamiyo going. There's an Explorer from the opponent. And a Sentinel of the Nameless. That's not a bad one to kill, honestly. They can't... Oh! That is a Fury. That was insane. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How much mana do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana? So I can actually cast both, which is ridiculous. Yep. All right. 5 color value. Let's go. Rank 7. It took us 2 wins to move up a rank, but you know what? I'll take it. I am very, very happy that we're able to pick up wins with this deck. Let's keep it going. Yeah. Man, I wish I had that Deep Cavern Bat. Alrighty. On the play here, blue, green, red. We don't have the white. We have the black. I guess I keep this. It's a very reactive hand. But I think I'm going to keep this. I'm going to play the Breeding Pool here. I'm not sure if that's right, because I have Copperline Gorge in my deck, too. In fact, that could be very wrong. But want to preserve my life total here where I can. I suppose we'll play the Sanctum now. Alright, Fear of Missing Out. Sure. Next turn, we can just play the Chrome Sea Shark. Ooh, they discarded Crabomination. That's obviously very, very scary. But killing the Fear of Missing Out doesn't seem like it does too much here. So yeah, let's just go ahead and play the Seed Shark. Can I get an untapped white source with this? I don't think so. I have a scrubland, and Foothills can't search for that. Let's see what they do. I can Mind Twist them for 3. Equal to the among in all graveyards. Death Greeter's Champion. Oof. Okay. Alright, so taking some amount of damage here. They didn't attack me. There's the Copperline Gorge that I talked about. Interesting turn here. A lot of options. Do I need to run out the Pyrogoyf just yet? I kind of want to set up for a big Mind Twist. So I kind of want to Flame Slash something. But I'm also trying to figure out which one. I think I should Flame Slash this. Then play this. This is a 4/5, okay. Do I want to accept this trade? I don't know. I guess we'll chill for now. Oh! Ancestral Recall, huh? Well, that changes things. That certainly changes things. Overlord of the Baelmerk. Oof, okay. So they have some kind of reanimation shenanigans going on here. Look at their graveyard. They can get something back. This is a lot to fight through. It's like, half of it's like red-black aggro, but there's also a reanimation element to it, and there's Ancestral Recall. So, yeah, very, very powerful deck for sure. I'll take it. I was hoping they wouldn't go for it. That's why I did it like this. Alright, there's Grim Lavamancer. Alright, they have 6 cards in hand. What about a Soul Ring? It's a Caustic Bronco. So again, I can't get a white source, so I can't... I need to get a white source with this, like... But I really want to Mind Twist them here. If I Mind Twist them for 4, it's so brutal for them. But, alternatively, I can just play Pyrogoyf here. It's a 5/6. What do I want to kill? I'm gonna play Pyrogoyf. Let's kill the Lavamancer. Let's attack. I mean, it's a 5/6, you know what I mean? I guess maybe I should have attacked for 2 the previous turn, just get their life total pretty low. You know, certainly, like, Wooded Foothills right now is gonna get me the Lush Portico. Like, I want to make sure I have a really good board presence before I run out the Mind Twist. But of course, this is the turn where my opponent can, like, completely go off here. That is a Glorybringer, which is going to be very good if they choose to exert. Sure. So that locks that down. But it won't be able to do anything next turn. We'll take the 4. We'll get the Portico. And we can probably get their whole hand. Psychic Frog. I mean, that can't be bad, right? Yeah, I'm wondering if Psychic... Like, would I rather have an untapped land here and just get their whole hand? That's the other question, right? Yeah, let's try to get a land here. Pest Infestation. That's really good against Overlord of the Baelmerk. Oh my gosh, we hit the Kroxa. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my gosh, I can't attack anymore. They can give the Kroxa haste. Ah! Oh, that's so gross. That is so freaking gross. Unreal. Alright, well, you know, it's just one of those games, right? One of those games. Arena of Glory, too, to give it haste. That's... Oh my gosh. That is sickening. Absolutely sickening. I think my best, like... Because I'm going to have to discard 2 cards here. Oh, it turns off my Pyrogoyf too, of course. Hold on, what do I have in my graveyard? Oh, that's... I mean, I guess I can... What do I need to discard? This is unreal. Holy cow. Swords to Plowshares. I only have the 1 white source, though. Well, I have to kill Kroxa. Yep. Alright, we need to roll a 6. We need to roll a 6. No, it's just some squirrelies. Oh, man. Okay. That sucks. Okay, I guess we play this. And we chill. They can kill my Tamiyo here. I mean, we put up a good fight. We cast a lot of powerful spells. But that Croxa just absolutely demolished us. Good beats. Okay. Thoughtseize, okay. 3. Okay, return a card with mana. Okay. So Overlord of the Baelmerk has also been turned on. Okay. Pest Infestation doesn't do it. I mean, it's got to be Swords to Plowshares, right? Okay. The question is whether or not I should attack with the Tamiyo. I'm at 2 life. Kill this, block everything. No, I need to keep it back as a blocker, unfortunately. What a game. Like, if they give anything haste with the Arena of Glory, it's game over as well. Their deck is nice. Can't say I love the Monastery Swiftspear from what I've seen, but I like the rest of what this deck's trying to do. And my opponent's actually playing this deck quite well. They are not a silver gamer. We'll put it that way. Yeah. I mean, just the way that they've sequenced everything. This is a cuber. Alright. Well, good beats. We got Ancestral Recalled. It happens. And hitting the Crocs off the Mind Twist. And this is where all the people who hate on Mind Twist are like, ha! Paul! It sucks. I never said it was good. It's just a fine disruption card that I'm playing. Dude, this person's name is I'm Here to Cube. That is awesome. Alright. Well, our hand is certainly looking quite nice here. We have Soul Ring, right? So we're obviously keeping any hand with a Soul Ring. And we also have Once Upon a Time, so maybe we can find a creature to play off of that as well. Let's see. Ooh, Bronco? Take the Bronco. Play the Soul Ring. Playing it's a Rakdos deck of some kind with Jadar. Okay, so they get a 2/2 Decayed creature here. Our mana is a little bit weird here. I think I'm just going to play the Bronco here and see what happens. This thing can't block, which is good. So, next turn I really want to play out the Copperline Gorge, and I can just hard cast the Fury, thanks to the power of the Soul Ring. So that seems quite nice. And for them, like, they can just hit me for 2 and then... Wait, how does this work? When does it die? End of combat. So yeah, this is just like a 2/2 that can constantly attack. Now, if they have some way to sacrifice, that's obviously strong, like Goblin Bombardment. Oh, there's Mox Ruby. Into Ancient Tomb? Oh, man. Oh, my voice. I need to relax. I'm recording this the day after the World Series, so... Interesting. Alright, you got me. This actually seems like a... Why didn't they just cast this? Oh, they have something to play off Ancient Tomb? Grief? Okay. Fatal Push? I don't understand what's happening here. Okay, sure. And then you get to play this, and that kills my Grist. Actually, that ended up working out, for sure. I do have Remand available, though. But I don't have the mana to actually cast it. Ouch! Ouch! Okay. So, I can't do that. Man, that sucks. Like, I can't play Minskin Boo and get, a ton of value off of it. I mean, they can play this, and then it just kills my Minskin Boo. Alright, I guess I just have to keep up Remand, right? Probably going to get like a scrub land off of one of these lands. This Caustic Bronco is looking much worse now. But I can go Minsc and Boo plus Remand next turn. Alright. It's Goblin Rabblemaster. Alright, let's do this. I am not in a position to attack here, so let's just chill.
Actually, go big. Just go big.
Now, I think they should just run out the Nova Hellkite and put me super close to dead. Seems like a good plan here. They just like run into my remand. And hopefully we can find some answer here. They can attack me. Alright, so let's see. I can kill Jadar. Yeah, we're digging. Okay, we drew Flame Shot. Ooh, that's a Thoughtseize. That seems good. I go to 3 though. Whew. Alright. That's a Crabomination as well? Damn! Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I don't have a choice but to get the... I have to get the Nova Hellkite. So they get to play Crabomination. Pyrogoyf is a 4/5. I kind of need to play this, right? Because if they get it... A random card from your library and a card at random from their hand. Okay. Alright. Crabomination. Here we go. What a game. See, I have the Restless Cottage, which is a way to gain life, so that's good. I mean, they're 100% playing Crabomination. Let's see what they get. Pest Infestation, Arid Mesa, and Goblin Rabblemaster. Okay, that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. So Rabblemaster comes in. They get a 1/1. They have 1 card left with a mountain, unless they have Dismember or something. Oh, what? They ripped Fire Blast? Okay. I Thoughtseize you, bro! Doesn't stop the top of the deck. Alright, well, you know what? You have those runs, right? Like, I think we did everything in our power to stay alive that game. And our opponent top decks a 4 damage direct damage burn spell. Which is probably not even that good in their deck, but... maybe they're more aggressive than I thought. But wow, that is a beating. I mean, it makes sense to play the Crabomination first, but man. That is a brutal, brutal, brutal way to lose. Alright, let's keep this. Let's go turn 1 Currency Converter. Okay, Zagoth Triome. I kind of want to start looting with this. Luminarch Aspirant, sure. Okay, so let's sack this. Let's get a blue-green land. Draw a card. Interesting, interesting. I can just play a Comet this turn. That seems pretty good. I just have to discard this. Okay. Let's get another untapped land here. Let's see. Not those. Scrubland or Mountain? Let's get Scrubland. Play Comet. Activate. 6! Yes! Alright! 3, that gets something back. Let's get back Misty. Let's activate again. 4, what does 4 do? Oh, I get to kill something? Okay, let's do that. Alright, that was good. That was certainly good. Turn 3 Comet, baby! That got us a lot of value. It got us a land back, killed the thing. Very good. Carsey Revenant, sure. Okay. Let's activate. 2, so we get some squirrelies. This is an interesting turn. They have 5 cards in hand. I kind of want to kill the Carsey Revenant, so I think I should, but I can't get the Fury in play. I think I just exile. Kill that. Oh! And there you have it. Boom. Comet for the win. Okay. This is just some cube things you can do in this format. Very, very nice. Okay. Let's just not die to Fire Blast off the top again, because that was sick. Okay. All right, on the play here, yeah, absolutely keeping this. We have Once Upon a Time, which I'm going to use to try to find a black source. But we have blue and green mana. We need black and white. So if I can find a scrubland here, that would be ideal. That is not a black or white land. But it's still fine, I think. I think Badlands is still the way to go. I guess I can take Wooded Foothills over the Badlands, right? Because that gets me the Badlands and puts an extra card in my graveyard. Then let's play Tamiyo. Turn 2, we can go Wooded Foothills. That just means there's a higher chance for us to give this flying, right? And win that way. The Marsh Flats, please don't kill Tamiyo. My lone island, by the way, very strong. Oh no, all right. Here we go. Welcome to the Powered Cube. Inti. Okay, Inti is good. Do I have a white source? Ooh, that was a white source. Here's my question. Like, do I care if this gets turned on? Not really, right? I think I'd rather play Psychic Frog here. So let's get the Badlands and play the Frog. Next turn I can play the Oust. I mean, but this is such a good start from us. I mean, this is a good start both directions, right? Like, Mox Sapphire Inti turn 1 on the play and a Boros aggro deck is quite strong. But of course, turn 1 Tamiyo, turn 2 Psychic Frog is also quite strong. I can even flip this next turn if I want, if I connect with the Psychic Frog. Not sure that I want to, but it's not bad. Do I have a good thing to get back? Once Upon a Time or Oust? Yeah, I mean, next turn I can, yeah, I mean, there's a million things I can do. But we'll see what happens. There's 2 desirable things that they want to kill here. If I attack and connect and sack a clue, flip the Tamiyo, I can Oust, tick this up, crack the clue, and then get back the Oust if I need, which also seems quite strong. But also just attacking every turn with Tamiyo is also very strong, just because you make a clue every single turn. But this is the type of matchup where it's like, how many clues can you actually sacrifice when you play against like a Jeskai aggro deck? We'll see. I guess Teferi would be kind of annoying. Stock Up is not annoying. I mean, Stock Up is good, but like, they just took their turn off, right? So I'm totally happy with this. Yeah, so now we get an untapped white source with the Windswept Teeth in the Scrubland. They can't even attack me. Oh, we found Thoughtseize too? Jesus. Okay, well, change of plans. We're gonna do that. Let's lead with Thoughtseize. Dak Faden, Goblin Rabblemaster, Snapcaster Mage, and Voice of Victory. Not the most concerning things. Snapcaster Mage doesn't do that much here either. Alright, we'll just take Dak Faden. Oh, sure, I guess they can do that. Oh, there's a Comet? Well, that's certainly not good. The question is whether or not I want to flip this. Getting back Thoughtseize seems incredibly powerful. We drew Unholy Heat, and there's also Oust. Alright, let's flip it. So we have 3 card types in the graveyard. We need to get a creature in there, I guess. Inti can only deal 2 damage to the Tamiyo, which is good. We have a Pyroglyph, which is currently a 4 or 5. I mean, look, they kind of need to play the Comet here. which is obviously very strong. So hopefully we have the tools to be able to deal with that next turn. Wow, what a hit, by the way, off the Thoughtseize. I guess I should have just killed the Inti. Well, but I didn't know what was on top, you know what I mean? I just forgot about that interaction, though. I mean, their hand is loaded, but yeah, Comet, and we just gotta hope that, like, this isn't too bad. It's a 2. Okay, so they get some tokens. That's fine. That doesn't work on the Tamiyo. So they get to deal 1 damage to the Tamiyo? Sure. Alright, ooh, we drew Swords. Okay, this hand is insane. Alright, so I'll probably just want to tick this up again because I don't want to lose it. We have Pyrogoyf. We have Unholy Heat. What do we need? Instant sorcery. We need a creature. That sucks, because I don't really want to discard Pyrogoyf, right? I think I'm supposed to play the Pyrogoyf. Anyways, let's do this. Let's get a white source. Let's do that.
Think before you act.
Our hand is so good, but... Okay. Oh, we drew Fury? Holy cow. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Alright. That was an incredible sequence here. We now have a 5/6 Pyrogoyf and a 3/4 Psychic Frog. And we have a Tamiyo that's on 5 that can get back any one of these spells. So this is an incredibly good spot to be in. Very, very happy about this. Like, do I just keep ticking this up? I don't know. What is this? What does Ultimate do? Draw cards equal to half the number of cards in your library. I mean, why not, right? Why not? Cube is a hard format. Man, this deck, so many different lands to get. I have to keep track of, like, things in my graveyard. It's a lot. All right, 5 cards in hand. They did cast Brainstorm with a fetch land, so we have no idea what they have in their hand. A Wrath here would obviously be extremely strong. Or, I mean, if they just kill Psychic Frog, that would be very strong. Oh, it looks like a Tinker. It looks like a... Oh, no, never mind. It's just a Goblin. They were highlighting their Sapphire, and I was like, oh my gosh, if this is a Tinker, that would be a problem. Chain Lightning on... Okay, Tamiyo, that's fine. So this has to attack. I can block, obviously. Alright. Let's take this up.
Respect the library.
Gotta think. It's like, do I want to attack with both? I think so. Do I have Remand in my deck? I still think I do. Okay, Zagoth Triumph. Restless Cottage seems quite good here, though. I'm just not sure if I want to give them a token here. Whatever. I feel like I should be more mindful of, like, a bigger creature that they might play here. And this shrinks all these things anyway, so it's not even that big of a deal. So we'll see what happens. I'll full control this and give myself a little more information. It looks like they have Snapcaster Mage, but they're at 7 life. If they go Snapcaster Mage, then I'll kill the Rabblemaster. Or if they play Voice of Victory, that's another reason to do this. I just don't want them to play like a Glorybringer. Like, if they play a Glorybringer, I kind of want to kill it, right? What do they have? What do they play? Brainstorm, okay. Alright, we'll just kill the Rabblemaster now. Because I don't want to get them... I don't want them to get to combat and just get a free token. Alright, but anyways, I still have an incredible board. A 5/6 Pyrogoyf and a 3/4 Psychic Frog. And I can attack with Restless Cottage. So those are all very, very nice for me. If I draw an untap... Oh, no. I actually have the Soul Ring. So If anything, I can actually just Thoughtseize them next turn, which is probably better, to be honest. But we'll see what they play here. They're at 8. Okay, I like that. That doesn't do anything. Oh, I guess it shrinks my Planeswalker. Okay. Johnny. Okay. All right, what do we find? All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a very, very interesting turn. I can just Pest Infestation for 2, kill both of these and get 4 tokens. That seems really good. 3, 4, 5. Can I kill them somehow? Yeah, let's do that.
I never forget an exception.
Oh shoot, I can do it for more than that. Okay. I didn't realize I get a mana. Let's get an untap land here, I guess. So we'll do it for 3. Oh, I could have done it for more? I'm an idiot. I was playing around days. Yeah, okay. Now let's get this flying. 1, 2. Yeah, sure. I just want to get them down to 4 here. It's a 2-turn clock. Wait, what? Wait, how did that work with my mana? Was what? 4, 5, 6, 7. That's oh yeah, I could have done it for 4. That's silly. Well, I guess that worked. It seems like this is going to be a tough spot to recover from my opponent. Even if they play like a sweeper, I have the Restless Cottage. Although I guess they can make a token after a sweeper. Hellrider certainly doesn't get it done. Yep. 3 damage to Caustic Bronco, I guess. Oh, to themselves? Sure. Yep. And then fetch. Yeah. Alright. Well, that was a little bit sloppy right at the end there. Thought we played fairly tight leading into that. But then I should have obviously Pest Infestation for 2 more. It actually probably was correct to play around days, but if that's the case, I shouldn't have gone a Shock Land untapped. I should have just gotten a Surveil land. So that was the mistake. Haven't run into anything too broken just yet, so that's a good sign. Maybe they need to push the broken stuff. I don't know. On the play here, we have a Grist and a bunch of stuff. I will keep this. I need blue, green, and black. So we know what land I should probably fetch with this. Sorts the Plowshares. Okay. This needs to get me a white source. Probably a... Oh, I mean, I should probably get a Surveil land here. I need a white source, so... White Surveil land. It's the Lush Portico, okay. If it's a land, what do I do? I don't think I want Mind Twist here. Oh, that's good. Alright. Well, we'll see what we get here. They have 2 mana up, though, so I gotta be mindful of that. Is this a reprieve? That would be funny. Yeah, that's a reprieve, okay. Well. Let's make a token. We milled a Chrome Seed Shark, which is fine. And we have all the removal in the world, so we just kind of want them to play creatures here. Nope, that's not what I want them to play. Sheoldred's Edict. Alright, let's go Once Upon a Time. Let's try to find an untapped land here. Caustic Bronco is fine, but I just want to hit my land drops. And this lets us keep up Remand and all of our removal. This hand is a little bit too interactive for my tastes, but it is what it is. Let's Remand. Delete Spellbinder. It's a Badlands. Come on, something. Just like anything that I can play this turn. That's unfortunate. I don't want them to exile this. I just want to make 4 1/1s. Like, look, it's the best I got, right? It's the best I got. So it's, you know, not ideal, but hey, just make 4 tokens and hope for the best. Looks like they have a removal spell. Ooh, that's gross. Not where you want to be. And even playing Elite Spellbinder on this board is kind of awkward. Like, I just have a bunch of X1s, so it's not even particularly strong. But yeah, I mean, this is the point where I need, like, card draw. Now I wish I have the Mind Twist, right? But Minsk and Boo, effects like that would obviously be quite strong. Comet. Okay, Collective Brutality, fortunately, doesn't do a whole lot, because our hand is literally 3 removal spells. They took Swords when I have Unholy Heat with Delirium. Okay? I don't want to showcase that I have the breeding pool, so I'll just leave it at that. We'll let this resolve. This kills more things, so yeah, that's fine. Like, do I even Flame Slash this thing? I guess. I'll hold the Soul Ring for now. Gideon, ally of Zendikar. Okay. Oh, sure. So they get to make a 2/2? They could just Emblem.
My strength will carry us through.
Just see what I draw. Alright, well, we are extremely flooded here, sadly. Alright, we need to draw some action. We seriously need to draw some action. Ugh. That's why you hold the Soul Ring, I guess. I mean, I guess not a whole lot's happening, but, you know, it's kind of annoying. We need to draw some of our value cards for sure. Okay, that's good. And that's a reason to hold lands in your hand, by the way. Okay. But they might have a removal spell for the frog, but if they don't, then obviously we get to get some value out of this. They have 2 cards in hand. Wouldn't be shocked if they had a removal spell for it. Oh, wow. Wow. That's so good against me. I have, like, no basics. I think I drew both of them. Yeah, I have no basics in my deck. Oh, that was so good. Just one-sided Wrath. Holy cow. Alright. Oh my gosh, what a draw. Obviously, if they kill it, it's still bad for me.
We are large and in charge.
We're gonna keep this back and hope they don't have a kill spell.
Actually, go big. Just go big.
Okay, we drew a Restless Cottage. No removal, please. If they have a removal, I feel like I just lose the game. Okay, that's fine. I guess I could have played a land. Okay. Ooh, Comet is a great draw. Okay, now if they kill my token, it's not too bad. Overlord of the Balamurk, okay. So they get to get something back. For 3 white mana. They got back Grave Titan. That's very good, yeah. Grief? Come on! Why would you even grief there? Come on! Oh, that's gross. Ah. Does this thing trample? Okay, it does. Okay, currency converter. Alright, what do I want to do here? Grave Titan completely changes the math here. They don't have anything else. I can tick this up. Ooh, this is close. I don't know what to do. I really don't. Do I want to draw cards? Because they're going to play... Or I can tick this up, put this to 7. Put this to 7, then they attack this down to 1. I have the currency converter, so that's not good. Yeah, so I think it's attack and fling. Hope to find something. Alright, that's a bitter triumph. That works with the currency converter. Malevolent Rumble. Animate Dead versus Fury? Holy cow. Alright, what does Animate Dead get me back? God, Fury's so good. Can I cast the Fury this turn? I can't. But I can cast Animate Dead. Woo! Alright, oh, I can Animate Dead Grief and get the Grave Titan out of their hand, right? Okay, that's good. Alright. Woo! That was a close one. That was a fun game, actually. Man, Cube is so hard. There's so many decisions. Like, I could have gotten back Fury. I could have got back the Grief. I could have let them play the Grave Titan, kill it, and then animate the Grave Titan. A lot of lines. Alright, opponent on the play, and yeah, this hand's a keeper. I don't think... Oh, I can turn one Tameo, actually. So yeah, I will do that. Oh, the connection's being very weird right now. Is that my connection? I don't know. Alright, well, we're gonna play on, but just letting you all know that my internet is being kind of spotty while I'm recording this. And my hand is great, and I hope we can actually play out this match. Oh my gosh. This is so stressful. This might be an arena thing, I'm not sure. Next turn, we have the ability to go Remand / Unholy Heat. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I mean, like, we're still playing though, so I feel like there is some weird hiccup happening with the arena side of things. Oh my gosh, they had Daze. Okay, that's really good. Do they have a hand disruption spell here too? Oh my gosh, they have Dark Ritual? What is this? Barrowgoyf. Wow. What an unbelievable hand here. Holy crap. I don't even know what to do here. All right. They got a Karsi Revenant. They're getting that back. Arena continues to be extremely annoying here. That is a Pyrogoyf. Pyrogoyfs never kill Barrowgoyfs, though. That's the problem. Alright, Barrowgoyf is going to get so much. I'm already at 9. Like, what do I even do? Like, I'm trying to slow down this. Okay, at least they didn't get anything. That's a 6-7 now, by the way. Okay. Lush Portico. I feel like they have a counterspell, which is why I'm doing this. Botanical Sanctum I don't want. I'll take the 6, I guess. The next turn I can play the Grist to kill the Barrowgoyf. Oh gosh, Entomb. Alright. Well, I mean, look, their deck looks good. I mean, Thoughtseize, they have a Mox, Daze, and, you know, our hand was a little bit clunky. They have Gristlebrand here, so they're going to reanimate the Gristlebrand, and I'm just going to lose. They're at like 17 trillion life. Karsi Rev. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We have outs. We have outs. So let's crack this. I don't know what land I want to get. Let's just get Island, huh? Because I want to keep her Remand here. Let's go Grist. Let's kill Barrowgoyf. Let's do that. Kill the Revenant. I mean, look, they have 2 cards left. Hopefully, like, this gives us time. But at least we've stabilized, right? Okay, we have stabilized. Let's mill. There's a Psychic Frog. I'm gonna keep up Remand still. And keep this up for a thing to kill, potentially. Also, remember, I can Restless Cottage and exile something. Which is quite nice. Let's attack. I don't want to activate the Restless Cottage, though. Okay. Let's play currency converter. Okay. Whew. Any reanimation spell at any point just completely wrecks us. I should target that Gristlebrand. I just don't know when the correct time to do so is. 3 cards in hand. They have a Karsi Revenant in graveyard. They're 32 life. That's a lot for me to grind through. Animate dead. You hate to see it. Yeah, you really hate to see it. All right. Let's remand. Oh no, we were 1 card short. Damn it. I guess we can still do it though, right? But I'm at 8 life. Yep, Gristlebrand is in play, folks. They're 25. Yeah, I mean, maybe they deck themselves. I don't know. Like, this is all wishful thinking here at this point. They hit a reanimate on Fury to kill the Grist. Yep. This is a 7/8. That does kill. That actually does kill the Gristlebrand. And then I can get it back. That gives us hope. But they have 7 cards in hand. Whew. Their deck is nice. Reanimate, Entomb, Thoughtseize. I don't know what this does. Can't be blocked. And when it hits me, it loots. Okay. Alright, let's activate this. Oof. Alright, what else can I animate? I can't imagine there's something better than... Yeah, okay. So we need to Pyrogoyf the Gristlebrand and then animate it. And hope they don't have a Force of Will, I guess. Oh my gosh, okay. I mean, I'm still super likely to be dead here. The question is, no, I can't go to 1, right? Because of this thing. Okay. Well, it's all we got. It's likely not going to be enough, but one can hope. One can hope. It would be hilarious if somehow this was enough. Go for the throat. Yeah. We must let that resolve. I really hope they just like accidentally draw cards and deck themselves, although I think my opponent's probably smart enough not to have that happen. They can give the Karsi Revenant wings, I guess, and attack me with both. 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. Oh, I really hope they actually attack with both. Oh no, it's not gonna. I'm not gonna have enough because it has Death Touch and Lifelink. Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah. Alright, they're at 20... Wait, how come they only gained the life once? Okay. Alright, let's put this into the graveyard. I need a flyer somehow? Is there a way for me to force my opponent to draw cards? That would be awesome. Alright, Chrome Host Sea Shark is a flyer. That does count. I am at 2 life. I don't have the ability to like activate this and gain a bunch of life. They have 7 cards in, like any interactive spell kills us, right? I mean, they've drawn their whole deck. They have to have a way to kill this, but it's our only hope, so. Yeah. No, great Reanimator deck from the opponent. GG's. No shame in losing to this deck. Just, it had a lot of the pieces. That turn 1 Daze got us really good. That Gristlebrand got us as well. Shout out to my opponent for putting together a nice functional deck and, you know, ended up with 5 wins. Now, I will say, so like that loss, I don't mind whatsoever. The one that I lost to the top deck Fire Blast, that one feels a little bit worse. But I will say, look, this was a really, really interesting draft where we kind of just like went crazy with all the mana fixing because nobody was valuing the mana fixing. And we still put together a functional deck that had a lot of close, grindy games. And we still won 5 matches, right? So, you know, we could have won more. Depending, we had some really good games. Certainly, we had some number of filler level cards, but we also, like, our mana was not a huge issue. But we'll note that leaning on the triomes when you're also trying to curve out is problematic. So this is not like the smoothest deck that you can draft. It's definitely a little bit on the clunky side. Eventually, you're going to be able to cast all of your spells. So just keep that in mind, which is why, like, I don't love 5 color. I would much rather do like 3 colors, right? 2 with a splash, 3 with a light splash, I don't know. But, you know, given that our mana was able to allow us to cast all of these spells, this is kind of a good way to salvage a draft. Because look at where we started, right? We started with like a Golgari Reanimator shell with natural order, and we tried to get there with that. But I don't know that there was enough support for that. And so ultimately we ended up with more of like a 5-color fair shell, which still ended up giving us 5 wins. And, you know, I'd have to look back at this draft to try to figure out where else I could have gone. But, you know, I'm happy that we were still able to make it work just because we took every good, powerful card that we saw. We took Tamiyo, we took Psychic Frog, Grist, Comet, Minsk. These are all just very, very good cards, and we ended up making it work. Fury also did a lot of work along with the Pyroglyph. So, you know, we got out-muscled, right? We lost to Croxa on the Mind Twist. We lost to this really great Reanimator deck, and then the Fire Blast off the top. So all of those are fine losses to take. And, you know, this deck is certainly capable of a trophy. A little bit clunky, but still got it done. But you know what? 2 drafts in, we're what, 7-1 and 5-3? That's still a great, great record to have. Hopefully we can rattle off a few more trophies in a row in the upcoming draft videos. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, check out my Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Lots of benefits. Depending on a tier, check it out. Also, go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want deck boxes, if you want to buy cards for your standard Modern Pioneer decks, or you wanted just to buy some sealed product to crack open some packs, head over to TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, head on over to HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are your one-stop shop for deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and much, much more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.